So now we're going to play a game called World's Worst. So I'm going to need all the improvers up here. And what we're going to do is get suggestions for the world's worst thing that you could say in different situations or certain persons. So I need some names of occupations or else situations where you potentially may hear the world's worst line.
Speed dating.
Speed dating, okay.
Gynecologist.
Gynecologist.
Get them all now?
I'm going to get them all now and I'll call them out. Okay, yes. What's that?
Divorce court.
Divorce court, okay.
Hairdresser. The Trump interview.
Okay, what was the one over?
Hairdresser.
Hairdresser, okay.
Fireman.
Okay. All right, let's hear the world's worst speed dating.
Yeah, I've only got like 7 minutes because the ankle bracelet.
No.
I wouldn't call it 7 minutes of heaven, more like 7 minutes of purgatory.
Oh.
Hi. Will you help me with my taxes?
Okay, that's probably a good segue. A Trump interview. That's not too soon.
I brought a bunch of taco bowls. I thought it would. Yeah. Mr. Trump, I'm going to be bold and ask you some questions.
Okay, let's get the world's worst in a divorce court.
It says here on this roll of toilet paper that you don't love me anymore. So yeah, keep going. There's a lot of O's. Yeah. Oh, you're almost to the part where I cheated.
After hearing both sides, it's clear that you have both been really, really horrible people to each other. So I sentence you to 10 more years of marriage.
We decided to split your dividends evenly, which means you each get half a Pomeranian.
All right, I call him half.
Yeah.
Let's go with world's worst fireman.
I brought my O's.
Oh, that's hot. It's hot. That should take care of it.
We didn't start the fire. Someone burned and the world was turned.
I'll put your little fire out.
Hey, melted.
Okay, even though none of us have fallopian tubes, we will go with world's worst gynecologist.
Mrs. Simmons, how are you today?
Okay, stop right there at that one. Okay, world's worst hairdresser.
Hey, I don't know how to help you, so I'm leaving.
Okay.
Wait, you didn't want a wedding gown on your head?
Mrs. Simmons, how are you?
I'm gonna give you that. Okay, so now we are called Indie Movie. So I've given one of the audience members a book full of independent cinema from the Minneapolis-St. Paul International Film Festival. So please just flip through that and find one of the movies. And we are going to recreate this movie for you. Now, even if you did go to the film festival, there's no way that you could have seen all the movies available. So do you have one chosen right there? Okay. What is this? Right here?
Yep.
Knock Down the House. Oh, okay, we're going political on this one. Okay. So I will just give you the first sentence or two. Knock down the house. When tragedy struck her family in the midst of financial crisis, Bronx-born Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez had to work double shifts in a restaurant to save her home from foreclosure. Let's see, political movie, Knock Down the House.
Hi, thanks for coming. It's $5. Thank you. Look, I've been working all day already. Is it possible I could get my check? Yes, my check. I've been trying to work my way through school. I'm working 2 jobs. You haven't paid me in 2 weeks. Can I get my pay?
Time's tough right now, okay?
I know. That's why I have 2 jobs.
Well, they're not just tough for you, they're tough for all of us.
Yeah, but they don't seem so tough for you.
Do you know how many hours I've been here today?
Well, you were 3 hours, and I'd say at least 2.5 of them have been working on the nails.
Nails don't do themselves, Alex.
But you know what? Like, those are really bad. If you go to my second job with me right now, after you pay me, I can fix that for you.
Cut to the second job.
Welcome to the salon. Please, have a seat.
Okay, cool. Awesome.
So what would you like done with your nails today?
I think you make them less funky.
Okay.
I reach into a lot of like coolers of ice and water, so I got like this fungus built up.
I see that.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to get super.
Cut to the 42nd job.
This is my cat. His name is Ruffles, and he got into a bunch of bees.
And now you want me to kill him, right?
No! I want you to rub salve on my cat.
I took it for my 43rd job. Hold on.
Cut to the 53rd job.
All right, Alex, I got a couple new kinds of butter for you to try.
Okay.
I know you've been eating a lot of them, but at least we pay on time.
Yeah, that is true. That is.
And you
have
are
never
best.
missed a payment.
You are best butter taster.
Cut to number 67.
I'm sorry. We're gonna have to fire you
Why?
because I don't have any money. And in order to hire someone, I need to have money to pay. You better go home and pay your rents.
Man, I should have never became an improviser.
Cut to 104.
Don't. Just take a breath. Just take a breath. Those were a lot of chairs that we lived in.
There was a lot of chairs.
Yeah. We should get our paychecks and go out drinking, huh?
You know what? I don't think I want to go drinking.
Why not? That's what we do every weekend.
Because I think if I take office, meet somebody who's in the same shoes I'm in right now,
Yeah.
maybe they could have 37 less jobs.
Let's hear it for ALC. All right, that's awesome. Okay, you see how hard working she is. So now we're going to go to a game called Three Things. So I'm going to need one improviser to leave the room and three of you to come on up here to help us out. So in this activity, what's going to happen is that these three improvisers are going to come up with activities. If one of you wants to write these down while we're getting them, what they're going to do is they're going to get activities. And we're going to switch them up a little bit, and they're going to try to communicate these activities to the other improviser who doesn't know what they are. So we need to get a very physical action that you might do now that it's summertime.
A kissing booth.
A kissing booth, okay. So we've got a kissing booth. But instead of the booth itself, it is a type of animal. Ostrich, okay? And instead of paying with money or coins, they are paying with something you would find in the gutter.
Cigarette butt.
Cigarette butt, okay?
Okay. Is it mine or?
I'll take it. I'll take it.
Okay.
Doug's got that one, okay. We're gonna go with our second one. Okay, another activity, now that it's warm, that there's a lot of water around, maybe something water related that's not surfing or kayaking.
Fishing.
Slip and slide, okay. So, we're going to be getting them to do a slip and slide. But instead of the rubber that you lay down for the slip and slide, it is a
Circus tent.
circus tent. Okay?
Okay.
Alright, and instead of the hose to make it wet, it is going to be a cement mixer.
Okay.
Okay, we might be at this game for the next 20 minutes. And finally, more other summer activity. Swimming. Okay, we're going to do swimming, okay, but instead of swimming in water, it is a condiment.
Ketchup.
Okay, it is ketchup, and instead of wearing a swimsuit, it is
Tutu.
tutu. Okay. Alright, so let's review these things once more, just so that you and those at home know what is going on. Okay?
So I am operating a kissing booth, but instead of a booth, it's an ostrich. And instead of paying with money, you're paying cigarette butts.
Okay?
We are gonna be slip and sliding, but instead of the slip and slide mat, it's a circus tent. And instead of the water faucet, it's a cement mixer.
Okay?
So I will be Blake to go swimming, but instead of water, we'll be swimming ketchup, and instead of wearing swimsuits, we'll be wearing tutus.
Okay. So,
Totally normal.
yeah, so on the count of three, we're going to need to get Blake back down here. So on the count of three, say Blake back. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Blake, come back!
Zabba wabba wabba, zabba wabba wabba, zabba wabba. Boing, 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 boing. Zabba wabba wabba, zabba wabba wabba, zabba wabba wabba, zabba wabba, zabba wabba wabba, zabba wabba. Zabba wabba wabba, zabba wabba wabba. Zabba wabba 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 wabba. Yeah, zabba. Yeah. Ding, ding. Zabba.
swimming in water, I am swimming in ketchup. And I am not wearing a swimsuit, I am a tutu.
All right. Let's get the next one up here.
it's not a kissing booth, it's a headless chicken.
Oh, let's see if we can clarify that.
Big Bird? Oh! That's an ostrich. But we're not paying money to get a kiss, it's cigarette butts.
Alright! Really got the flag for testing that! Good job!
Oh, I'm done.
Alright, I'm going to need all the players battle for this next game. We're going to do a game called A World Without. So, in order to start this, I'll go over here. Who would like to choose? Just an event or a suggestion for us. What we're going to do is we're going to start a scene. And we are going to start a scene in which these two characters are communicating. And they cannot use a certain letter. So I need a letter that's not a vowel.
P.
P. Okay, so these two players cannot use the letter P. If they use the letter P, then they are out. Somebody else has to come back in. So what is the suggestion of our scene?
Best weekend getaway.
Best weekend getaway. So this scene will be involving the best weekend getaway, but we're living in a world without the letter P.
I can't believe we made it to Star Wars Galaxy's Edge.
Oh, Billy, you're my favorite friend.
I know this, man.
Yeah. I can't wait to watch Star Wars with you.
Oh, check out those guys in white and black.
Yeah, they're the bad men.
They are very bad.
They don't know how to talk to everybody.
It's the Queen from the first movie. Queen Amidala. But who was she
Working
disguised
for?
as?
Who's she working for?
Yeah.
Yeah, that senator. Appleton. I said Appleton.
There's a P in there, all right? There's a P in Apple. And a P in Padme.
Welcome to Hollywood, man.
Thanks, man.
Oh shit, we can do this here now.
Why not?
Because we do this here now.
Yeah. I love bongs.
Yeah.
I bong all day long.
It's my favorite way to smoke weed.
Just weed? You gotta.
I tried smoking heroin out of it once. It didn't work right.
No. We've got this magical herb from the Native Americans that is
It's that shit that rhymes with coyote.
Yeah! You know what I'm talking about.
Man, it's pop.
Okay, we're going to make this a little bit more difficult. Another letter that's not a vowel.
R.
R. You can't use P or R.
Extinguish that.
No. I won't.
My asthma is bad.
I don't.
It doesn't mean a thing.
Okay. It's gone. You
Good.
content now?
Maybe. But I could be mostly content if you do the thing that I have asked.
I'll do the dance if you do the dance too.
Pause. We're going to add one more letter.
M.
N. P, R, and N.
P, R, and M?
Yes.
Okay.
Go.
Premature you are!
Frank wins that one. All right. So that was a world without those letters. But now I'm going to get everyone back up here because we're going to tell you what sex with us is like. You see, not only are we comedians and singers, but we are great.
Randy as hell.
Randy as hell, exactly. So, we are going to tell you what sex with us is like, but we're not going to say the normal, everyday things that it's like. We are going to get those suggestions, and then we will tell you exactly why sex with us is like that. So I need the suggestion of something that you have in your kitchen right now. A baby. Okay? We're going I got this. Okay.
Sex with me is like a baby. It starts small, but then grows.
Sex with me is like a baby. I had my first one 2 months ago.
Sex with me is like a baby. It does not belong in a movie theater.
Sex with me is like a baby. If you don't powder, it might shake.
Okay, so...
Sex with me is like a baby. It's always spitting up all over the place.
Okay, we're going to move away from the baby now. So something that you might find in a movie theater. Popcorn.
Sex with me is like popcorn on the floor of a movie theater.
Sex with me is like popcorn. It may be a little Orville Redenbacher down there.
Sex with me is like popcorn. It starts small, but then pops everywhere.
Sex with me is like popcorn because you're gonna pop.
Okay, we're going to go to a cartoon character or video game character.
Speedy Gonzalez.
Speedy Gonzalez.
Sex with me is like Speedy Gonzalez. A little bit offensive.
Okay. I need an object that you would find at a bus stop.
A bench.
A bench. Okay, a bench.
Sex with me is like a bench. Giving all those homeless guys somewhere to go.
Sex with me is like a bench. You can fit 3 people.
Sex with me is like a bench. I'll rub my butt all over you. It's something different.
You like it, you like it.
Okay.
Sex with me is like a bench. Surely you will judge. Think about it.
Sex with me is like a bench. You're gonna find gum stuck somewhere.
Okay. I'm going to open it up to whatever you would like to hear about what sex with them is like.
City bus.
A city bus.
Sex with me is like a city bus. You can fit like 24 people.
Sex with me is like a
bus. I always come time.
Sex with me is like a city bus. Smells kind of like weed.
Sex with me is like a city bus. You need to pay the fare to ride.
And something you would find on a city bus.
Bottle caps.
Bottle caps.
Sex with me is like a bottle cap. Please don't twist it off.
Okay, we are going to move into our next game called Sing It. So we are going to create a musical for you. So right here on stage, we are going to create a brand new musical. So the group that just came down, I'm going to ask you to flip through that and find a suggestion, whether it's a place or an object or an event. And so what these two performers are doing is they are going to perform the brand new musical for you. It is off Broadway. I mean, someday it'll be nominated for the Tonys or the Ivies. But this is going to be a brand new musical. What suggestion?
It's called Slip Cover Man.
It's called Slip Cover Man. So this is a brand new
Slip cover or slit cover?
Slip cover. Yes. So this is the brand new musical Slip Cover Man.
This looks like a job for slip cover man. That's me. Putting slip covers on everything so it don't get dirty.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Can you do my couch?
Yeah, here. Yeah, here. Get out of the way and you put there. Just sit down.
Just like Grandma.
I'll put a slip cover on you.
I'll put a slip cover on you. Sing about it.
I put a slip cover on you. I put a slip cover on you. That's my name. That's my plan. I am slip cover man. Don't want to get dust on your stuff. Don't want dust. That'll be rough for you. You don't want dust on you. I don't want to get dust on your stuff. It'll be a crime to be solved by my rough. That's the time that I'll cover your ass. And you'll see a poof. That'll be an ass blast. Oh boy, boy. I'll cover your stuff. Man, I'll cover your stuff. Oh yeah. So that's what I do.
I feel very well protected. Laminated. Laminated is the word I was looking for.
Yeah.
Yes.
I can do the lamination walk. Just,
There's a walk.
yeah, see? That's how it works.
So, I mean, what if I need to, like,
Take a shit.
yeah.
Or wash your hands. Yep. Okay, well, here. We've got something for this. Say you want to wash your hands. Say you want to wash hands. Right?
Excellent.
Yeah. So you're going to need to dunk the plastic in with the hand.
I'm not even getting wet.
I'm not even getting wet. Let's see about it.
Dunk it.
No matter how much you try, I'm still dry. Still dry.
No matter how much you try, you're still dry.
I thought that you would anything but dry, 'cause no matter how much you try, I'm still dry. You're still dry. You're still dry. You think that you're really, really cool, but this is not effective. I feel like I'm back in high school, 'cause no matter how much you try, I'm still dry. You're dry. He's still dry.
Wow. Wow, I hadn't even realized you can't wash your hands because of the plastic.
I can't even put my hands down. Like if I needed to pay the pizza guy, I can't get into my wallet because it's in plastic.
Well, I mean,
You put slit?
So you can get your wallet.
That sucks.
I misled to take your wallet to pay for pizza.
Oh, that's super nice of you.
Yeah, cool. Yeah.
Sing, you put a slit to take your wallet.
I put a slit to take your wallet. Put a slit to take your wallet. I made a plan, it was dastardly. I'm gonna take your money, that's my master plan, surly. I'll be rich and have pizza. You'll be stuck in that plastic. Get up! I made a slit to take my wallet. I made a slit to take your wallet.
See, you don't know what I'm packing.
Oh,
You better get back and you better get cracking.
oh, I'm scared.
'Cause I'm gonna kick your ass as soon as I'm out. You have lots of fear. You've gotta have no doubt, because you made a slit.
I made a slit to take your wallet. I made a slit to take my wallet. Ah! Give it up for the sink, everyone.
Special guest, sing. So we've just got time for one more game for you. But do not worry, because if you are in our live audience or you are a Patreon member, you will get to see the bonus after show content. We are doing a lip sync battle. So please stay around for that. If you are not yet a subscriber, go on Patreon from FantasticVoyageImprov.com and you will be able to see the after show content. But unfortunately, for those of you who are not in the audience or on Patreon, this is our last game, and there has been a murder. So we're going to have one player stay here, and we're going to have 3 players go upstairs. So what is going to happen is that Blake will need to communicate the location, the occupation, and the murder weapon of this crime. But he can only do that using mime and gibberish. But I'm going to need your help to get first the location of the murder.
Mount Everest.
The top of Mount Everest. Okay. There are a lot of deaths up there, so let's see a scene about it. Okay, so we've got the top of Mount Everest as the location. What was the occupation? Somebody who you wouldn't usually see on Mount Everest.
Mountain climber.
Somebody who you wouldn't usually see. A singer. Okay. Singer. Okay. So, and we also need the murder weapon.
Compost tea.
Compost.
Compost tea. It is a thing.
Compost tea.
Tea.
Compost tea. Okay. If you're willing to take that, we've got it. Okay. Compost tea. Would you please review what we have for the crime?
The location is the top Mount Everest. The occupation is a singer, and the weapon is compost tea.
So they're going to need to communicate this to the other detectives, sort of like in the game of telephone. But we're going to need to get our first detective down here by saying, first detective, come on down on the count of 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. First detective, come on down! Five minutes you have. Okay, let's get the second detective down here on the count of 3. Say, second detective, come on down. 1, 2, 3. Second detective, come on down! All right, we got 3 minutes. So on the count of 3, last detective, come on down. 1, 2, 3. And we will see how close they are. Now, how many of you think they got all three right? Yeah! That's about the confidence. All right. Let's see about this. So let's start off first with the place. What was the location of the murder?
We were on top of a mountain.
Close. Now
Got claps over here.
Okay, yeah, okay. We're looking for a little bit more specificity.
On top of Mount Everest?
Okay. So, what was the profession?
The profession was Elvis.
Are you gonna no? Okay.
Lounge singer.
Yeah. Okay. We'll take that.
I'll just be back here.
The duck stops right there. Okay. And finally, the murder weapon.
The murder weapon was dandelion seeds.
No.
Dandelions that were ground into a poison and put in the martini of the
Was it dandelion wine?
No. What was it?
Thanks, Bruce.
Once again.
It was compost tea.
Yes, that'll have compost tea, of course. Yes.
That's a thing.
Yes.
Oh, my clues were pretty.
Well, let's give our improvers a round of applause. Over on the keys, Rebecca. We got Bill. We got Zach. Special guest Jeff. Steve. And Zay. And I'm TV's Anoka. Thank you for coming out today. Give yourselves a round of applause for coming out to Improv. We will be right back with some lip sync.
Sure.
Hold on, wait. Sorry. Oh, we did not do plugs.
I am a regular improviser at Huge Improv Theater. I have 3 shows coming up. One is called The Life Robotic, which is about a robot going through its everyday, where the lines that it says are all texted to it by the audience members of the audience. I'm in a show called Bummertown Improv, where we get up on stage and we do really, really dramatic scenes without the intention of being funny at all. And then the last one, I have a show coming up in September called Bedsheet Togas, where we'll do improvised Greek myths. Huge is trying to buy a new building, and they have a campaign going for that now.
They need all the money.
We need all the monies. The current owner of the building is David Duke supporter, so we're trying to get out of his thumb, from under his thumb, as quickly as we possibly can, and we have the option of getting a really lovely space if we can raise the money for it. So.
And to that end, Stripe Theater is having a show at 7:30 this Friday to benefit Huge, and it is such an awesome lineup. So it's totally worth checking out.
So for those of you that don't know, Huge Theater is the heart of the improv community here in the Twin Cities.
Yeah.
We're not the only people doing improv. Huge Theater is like the place where all of the improvisers meet and get to know each other, and they do classes, and they do shows, and they do community outreach stuff, and they are like the best nonprofit in the Twin Cities right now. Easily.
Yeah. And
So support everything they do.
I can also say, as someone who's traveled to other cities to perform in improv festivals, everyone is envious of this improv community. Everyone in the improv world is like, you're from Minneapolis? Oh my God, that's the most amazing improv. So,
Yeah, so please support all those shows. Go to those shows and come back in just a few minutes. We'll see lip syncing.
Yeah.